Hi everyone, this is Francisco, and in this video I wanted to talk about this measurements idea that I pretty much thought of because I was doing some hardwood flooring. Uh, um, so let's click on measurements. Well, and I kind of wanted to utilize smart glasses in the construction industry that will measure, that will self measure some of these cuts that are required to get the job done. So there's another it's like a tape measure. It's like, well, this one, yeah, it has a laser like this. So kind of like, integrating this as well somehow, because, okay, for instance, let's say a particular type of hardwood flooring is selected. Once the smart glasses have this data, it will know the exact the dimensions. So right here it says 12 millimeter TX 7-inch width by 48 in length. So when it comes to measuring, like, is a like for like certain, when custom cuts have to be performed, I was thinking that it would be nice if the smart glasses actually revealed the data. So it'll basically tell the employee what length to cut the board, and if any notches or whatever need to be made, it will be able to just do that all by itself. Well, it will reveal that data so the worker can, so it will basically skip the measuring process. Like the employee won't have to measure because we're talking about smart glasses that will know the exact measurements of any one board. So by the smart glasses looking at the hardwood flooring work site, it will already know what measurements are there, so it will also reveal and calculate other measurements all by itself. So there might be a small margin of error, but for the most part, it will be able to calculate and do the math for these type of cuts right here when it gets close to the wall, or like around a door, like right here. See how he has to bring in the board this way towards the other side of the wall. So instead of the worker doing all this manually, the smart glasses will automatically basically in the glasses it will show like grab another board and cut it in this way, so from the left hand side, from the right hand side to the left, measure like 5 inches, and then you're gonna cut from the top down, another like let's say 3 inches. So the employee won't be wasting time. So I think this idea will be great for business owners who want to get the job done very rapidly without wasting time measuring everything. And I guess for other businesses, this idea will work as well. For tiling companies, for people that install tiles, and also for people who install carpet. What else? Yeah, because it could be for the flooring, it could be for walls, and the smart glasses will map everything out as the user is wearing them. And And maybe other people can get involved as well. Like if they have a family, maybe the family members can be at home. Um, you know, on a computer desktop or a laptop, and um, like additional corrections could be made, if necessary. Um, or like if there's like a kind of like a, what's it called, like a supervisor, type of thing on the job site, instead of watching people, the workers doing their job, they can actually get involved as well to, maybe even possibly um, measure everything and then uploading those measurements to the computer, to the software. And with us people, or people who specialize in this particular industry, you people will be able to just make it perfect, and remove any types of margins of error, and over time it will just be so accurate and on point that it'll probably come down to people not even having to measure anything at all. It'll just be a matter of turning on the glasses, scanning everything, and other items around the home could help in the installation process, because everything is pretty much measured. Like, for instance, this floor ventilation cover, because with Google there is this option, search by image, and manually people can upload an image, let's say of a refrigerator or a ventilation system above a stove, even the stove itself. It'll be able to pick up on the brand of these appliances, and based on that information it will go to like these websites. So it will basically extract these measurements So for instance, let's type in like a ventilation ventilation ventilation, microwave, yeah, this one. So for instance, like this one, like let's say it was this one, it's this one right here, Frigidaire. See this 1.8 cubic feet. Well, the watts don't really matter. And then this is at 29.88 inches. So the smart glasses will be able to scan any appliance, and it'll be it'll keep a record of that, a note of it. It'll make a note of it almost instantaneously. And based on these measurements, it will calculate other things, like let's say in the kitchen. Like when it comes to cabinets and stuff like that, for a backsplash. Let's say backsplash. Someone wants a backsplash. Type of setup for their kitchen. So let me just scan through these images real quick. See, look at this one. So this one, I can see a ventilation thing here. So once the smart glasses scan this and it knows the precise width of it, it will know that the same distance over here will be the same width, and then it'll multiply it 2 times. So it will already have that measurement, those measurements in mind, as well as the height. And then there's this looks like a dishwasher, so it will look this up as well. And it will basically give and provide these employees with the calculations that they require for each and every single tile, so they can make the cuts, but without them using a tape measure. Okay, so I guess it could be like like the smartphones, how a lot of things were integrated into a smartphone. So the same thing will basically be integrated kind of in the smart glasses for companies. And instead of being in here in the kitchen, now with this data, the worker will be cutting tiles on a tile cutter, So the employee will be just cutting the tiles with the data provided. So it'll say, okay, you need to cut 10 tiles, and then it'll show the measurements for each and every single tile. So instead of the employee getting or going out, cutting one tile, coming back, and checking if it fits or if it needs to be recut, it'll already be like accurate, and even the type of spacers that are used for, like any type of spacers that are used, the smart glasses will already know the thickness of each and every single one of them. So, like for instance, tile spacers, because there's a huge variety of tile spacers. So if you're a company and you like to use a particular type of spacer, and you don't want to use other brands or other types of spacers other than the ones that you prefer to use, then the smart glasses will make a note of that, and most likely it will just be able to pick up on this data just by looking at it. So when it comes down to providing the measurements for each and every single cut, it will take that into consideration as well. Okay. So now the employee will go and cut, all 10 tiles. They'll be pre-cut, and the employee will just label them, like tile 1, tile 2, tile 3. The person will come back, and keep this in mind, the employee will have the glasses on, so it will show the number, each and every single number, the classification where each and every single tile goes and belongs, and the employee will just simply snap those on and continue with the working project. I guess I never really thought about this, but when it comes to the level, tile level, there's a laser, as a matter of fact, spelled with an S, not a Z. So they have these lasers for, I like this image here. They have these lasers where it'll actually reveal where the level, so the tiles can be placed 100% horizontally. You know, this horizontal line. So without even having to use a laser, the smart glasses will also provide this data. So as a workers apply the mud, the sticky glue stuff, and the employee as an employee is adjusting it on the glasses, on the smart glasses, it will attempt to correct the the employee, the worker. And once they put it on like the correct alignment and stuff like that, it will turn green, like correct, or a check mark. And then and if it's off, it'll have like a red dot, and or like an X, a red X signifying that it's not situated properly or correctly. So yeah, so once it's aligned perfectly, it would it will have that check mark, and the employee will be able to continue laying the tiles, whether it's on a wall or on a restroom shower, or any area like in a garage or in a bedroom, a hallway, kitchen, a living room, wherever it might be. So yeah, these are things that I kind of thought of. Well, honestly, I never thought about the laser idea until now. Adding that to the smart glasses. I honestly just thought about the smart glasses scanning things around the home, and it automatically using the measurements that are provided for that particular item that is sold through store retailers. Okay. For instance, right here, there's a few measurements that I can see. So it'll be able to, just by scanning it and scanning other items around the work site, it will be able to pick up on this. It's just like this picture right here with these spacers. Okay, the smart glasses will already know the dimensions of these tiles, and the smart glasses will be able to look at these, every single one of them. It'll be able to see the thickness of it as well. Oh, So it'll be able to make a note like, okay, these particular ones are the 1.5 millimeter, which is 1/16 of an inch. Okay, so when it's graphing everything out, um, like looking at the whole picture before, as this software is perfected, as it gets more and more perfected over time, it'll be able to look at a project and will instantly be able to tell the workers, the employees, what size each and every single tile needs to be cut at before even laying the first tile down. So the computer will already be looking at the little space, left remaining, and it'll already be providing numbers for those cuts. So I think it'll be a super quick way to eliminate all sorts of measurements, because the computer will already do it for you guys. And so you people will be able to pre-cut everything, and lay all the tiles down, and then those tiles that are pre-cut will be classified. So like a number form, like numbers. So it will just tell you, okay, right here you need tile number 50, or whatever the classification title might be or may be. Okay, whatever you people decide to do. And then I guess other types of ideas could be like they could be noted on the software, like as far as the staggering of the tiles, the pattern, the design, all that plays a factor. So if you people want to lay these tiles not so that it can create a straight horizontal and vertical lines, but tiles that are laid out in diamond shape. See, so All this will determine how the cuts are. See here, the instead of it being horizontal and vertical lines, now they're like parallel lines. Lines that are, yeah, parallel, right? I think that's how you say it. I don't even know how to spell it. Parallel. Yeah, like this. Parallel lines. I think that's two or more lines that are flowing in the same direction. Um, so so anyway, the smart glasses will take care of all the math. You know, so if someone out there wants something like this done, you professionals will be able to be like, okay, no problem. It's not an issue for us. We can lay the tiles any way you want to have them laid out. And so you people will be able to have, I'm thinking like kind of like a graph. I'm looking for a graph here. I think if I don't see anything, I'll be able to look it up. So tiling graph for kitchen floor. So there's one right here. So in the computer, or even with the smart glasses, you people will be able to select which layout you people want. And I guess just based on how you people lay them out, like on the floor, the smart glasses will automatically pick up on this in real life time. And if any corrections need to be made, they will be made with the glasses right there on the spots. So if you lay them out, horizontally, and vertically aligned, then it'll calculate those measurements and cuts, and also taking into consideration any type of tile spacers that you people are using, whether you're using 1/16 of an inch spacers or 3/8 of an inch spacers or whatever it may be. It will calculate all that. Say, for instance, you change your mind and you want to use 3/16 of an inch spacers, then it will basically redesign everything right there on the spot for you, and then the cuts will be provided as well. So if anyone, say your customer changes their mind, this stress that people carry, that people have to deal with, will be eliminated from the equation. So that's why I wrote this measurements idea. I think it was last night. I just didn't have the time to record this video last night regarding this idea. And there's other ideas I've been thinking about, but I haven't shared them. But I think with time I'll be able to share them. So yeah, I think it's as simple as that. I think okay, there is whatever this is here. It looks like 4 inches and a quarter, but it's not really a like an item. So it looks like this will be a project where the demo has already been done and performed, the demolition, and these guys are just coming in and installing hardwood flooring. So the smart glasses most likely won't be able to pick up on stuff like this unless it can calculate it by observing and taking into consideration other appliances and objects within a home. But if it comes down to it, I guess you guys can help your smart glasses you guys will be able to help your smart glasses with some of the measurements by doing this right here. Once you guys do this, especially in the earlier versions of this technology, this might be required, okay? But I guess in a future tense, the measuring tape won't be required, okay? And just thinking about this opens like a door to more creative things. For instance, if someone just wants a simple quote, they want an estimate for their home, they want to remodel their home or whatever, and remember that these smart glasses can actually hear, they're recording and monitoring and also like listening to everything. So if people want any modifications, the computer's actually taking that into consideration as well. So whatever they want removed, the computer will remove it. If they want something added, the computer will automatically add that item. Okay? Like if it was already done. And it kind of reminds me of the new phones. I think they're the iPhones. iPhones with it's like Photoshop, magic eraser. Object eraser. So, if you guys have the luxury to have these type of phones, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys can actually, I think, just click on something and it'll just disappear. Okay. Um, the same is true for like colors and stuff like that. Like I think I think um, if it hasn't already been created, or if the software hasn't been updated or whatever, um, I'm not really too sure about that. But however, I heard of some software where users can upload a picture, let's say of their vehicle or their house or home, and they can change the color, like in a video game. And you guys are using real, like, RGB colors and other, color, like the color wheel, um, option to paint your home or your car, that type of thing. So anyway, so it's like this, this smartphone technology stuff. So okay, let's say, for instance, you people want let's say you people already have your appliances, like pre-selected. You already know what type of appliances you're going to be throwing all up in the mix. So the technology with the software, and all this software stuff will work with all kinds of companies. They'll be able to communicate with all sorts of companies. So this technology won't be naive to what you people want. Okay? It will add it, and the tiling, the backsplash or whatever, will be worked around anything that you people add. Including if you people want like some cabinets, cabinetry, or whatever the case may be, countertops, it will be able to add that. The toe kicks on the cabinets, the smart glasses will be able to know, what size, the length of these, the boards that you people have. And it'll basically help you people to make the correct cuts, but also taking into consideration not to waste material. Because that's a huge thing for beginners. There's 3 boards, and there's like multiple cuts that need to be made, and an unexperienced worker would just cut randomly, but an experienced worker will cut each board in a manner to get all the cuts that are required with those 3 boards. Now, if you're unexperienced, you might have to go get another board or 2, which adds to the cost, which adds to the expenses to any particular company. Wasted time traveling to the store and picking up more material, additional material that could have otherwise been resolved and used just with those 3 boards on the job site. So that's also something that the SmartGlasses will resolve all by itself. Okay, so it will just tell you, okay, with board 1, make these cuts with that 1 board. On the second board, make these cuts. On the third board, make these cuts, label each one. Now, go and, apply them. And that's it. That's done. This also includes crown molding, baseboards. You guys can even take this outside the home. When it comes to like fascia, roofing, all sorts of shit. Because I was doing some hardwood flooring not that long ago, and there's times where I get confused, and there's 2 sides of a hardwood floor. For these pieces to interlock together, so sometimes it's turned around the wrong way. I make the cuts, and then I try to put it on, and it just won't work. So I'm like, fuck. So, if the SmartGlasses could also keep a record and keep that in account, it will save material. Well, it will save material as well. Okay. I also made a mistake by cutting a hardwood floor panel, and I think it was gonna go around a door, and instead of cutting around the door, like on the panel, what would go around the panel, I cut it like the opposite. I cut it what was required and needed. So I took it back. I tried to put it back in. I tried to put it in there. And then I noticed that I cut it wrong. But I did have the knowledge that I had to cut the other side. But somehow I just made a mistake. So, if the smart glasses could help us with that as well, that would be super cool. That way people are not yelling at us or screaming at us, or even at times, business owners um, charging us employees for these mistakes. Oh shit. Um, I just thought about the kitchen knobs. The handles and stuff. If it could show you people with the smart glasses, like a little dot. Because they have these kitchen knob. Oh yeah, with the K. Knob template. So they have a template to help with the knob placements, the installation. So if the smart glasses could somehow have this template memorized, which is a no-brainer for a computer, and then it knowing which direction the doors are opening, because it's super important. These small details are important. Then it will be able to like create a dot on the cabinet, because that's all they do. Here with the template. So if you're an employee with the smart glasses, you'll be able to get close to it, and as you get close to it, you will see the dot, and then you will just align your pencil where it's like dead point or dead on to that little dot on your smart glasses. And it won't matter if you turn your direction and you're looking at it from like a 45-degree angle to the right, or if you have your face straight on, or if you have your face to the left looking at it at a 45-degree angle, or if you're underneath it looking up, or if you're above it looking down, that little dot will be there. So that will give you guys a very accurate pinpoint of where you people would need to drill your holes to install these handles for your cabinets and and other stuff like that, without even having to pick up those tools. You know, those templates. You know, so the laser will be gone. The templates will be gone. The measurement tape will be gone. And a bunch of other things. If you guys just entertain these thoughts more, like further, I'm pretty sure that that you people can come up with more creative ideas. Like, for instance, I just thought about the phone. Okay, what if someone on the job site doesn't have the smart glasses? Well, you know, for the majority of the time, you people have a phone, or even a company phone, or it could be a company tablet, a company device of some sort, you know, a tool. And the same data, the information, can be shared on the smartphone. So all you would have to do is hold it in front of you, you know, and it'll be looking at the area where you guys want to install the handles, because all this data is already collected, and it could be shared through multiple devices and other smart glasses as well. So if you guys want to, like, everyone has a job to do, right? So whoever's assigned to install the knobs, the doorknobs, they will be able to either use their smart glasses or even their phone to make the little pinpoint for each little cabinet. And then you guys will come back and drill the holes for the screws, like on the back of these handles. And then you guys will be able to put the handle, put the screw in the back, in the hole of the handle, you know, through the cabinet door. Use your drill to fucking make them tight, and you're done. Simple as that. You know, and there's other You know, obviously there's other things you people can think of, like for instance, if like the flooring is not um, flat, if it's wavy, or if there's a crack on the floor, on the ground, you know, on the foundation, or you know, stuff like that. Um, Maybe it will be able to pick up on that, so that you people can pay one of your, you know, just so you guys can have one of your guys fix that problem. That, or so that the computer can tell you guys um, if more material will be required to make up for this uneven foundation, or you know, working area. That way at the end of the day, everything is completely leveled, you know, and the end review, the end finish will be flawless and on point and 100% like leveled. Okay, it won't be like wavy, or you know, it won't look awkward. And that's super important, you know, when it comes to all this stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a beautiful idea, and you know, there's a lot of designs, and there's a lot of picky people out there that don't want things like other people, you know, and that's okay. You know, they're not really picky, they're just, they have different, like a different taste, you know, like a different um a selection, different selection, and that's okay, you know. Like most people will consider these people to be picky, but they're not really picky, they're just um what's it called, you know, they just want their own style. You know, put it like that, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, and you know, the smart glasses will be able to work with that, you know. So I think like a good selling point would not just be selling the customer on any particular type of hardwood flooring. I think a good like sales company will also um wait, where's that picture at? Oh, right here. So a good company will also provide this the layout of the tiles. Okay, so deep. Because right here it already has the measurements. This is a 12 by 12 straight. This is a 12 by 12 offset horizontal. 12 by 12 straight and diagonal. 12 by 24 stacked vertical. 12 by 24 offset vertical with waterfall border. 12 by 24 offset horizontal with niche. Now, AI technology will already take into consideration the dimensions of the hardwood flooring that's selected, or the material that's selected, whether it's tile, vinyl flooring, or whatever it may be. It will be able to categorize these materials in an orderly fashion, as to provide a more accurate like this design inspiration, design layout design. We can call it like the layout design. So now the customer's not even thinking about the tile and the cost and whatever else. Now they're thinking, oh wow, I can get it offset horizontal. I could mix it up a little bit, straight and diagonal. Shit like that. Especially, yeah, because there's hardwood flooring, and typically for a company, it's easier to do the straight, or like the stacked vertical. Well, they can't actually do stacked vertical. Well, this is tile, so they would have to go more for like the offset horizontal with niche. Well, without the niche, right? Unless there's something there, like an island, kitchen island or something like that. Because things have to interlock. But you guys get what I'm talking about. If it's tile, then yeah, you guys can talk about this. But I think for every customer, it will be the same thing, and there will be a procedure, for every company to follow. And I think it's just more professional that way and more universal. So it won't be confusing in the long run for anyone. Whether you're an employee or whether you own your own home and you want it remodeled, you won't be dealing with all these little fucking peons, doing their own thing. You people will be dealing with professionals with a professional procedure. Especially for those of you who are in the real estate industry, or flipping homes, or just like in the remodeling business. So you guys are not out there fucking around, wasting people's time. You guys get shit done for whatever the fuck reason. Because I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure all that out. Why you people do what you people do. But that's for a whole different video. All I know is that there's professionals out there, and they dedicate themselves to one particular industry. And so yeah, I thought that these ideas would be beneficial and of interest to your companies, to your company, to your franchises, to your employees, even to beginners. I think it will be super easy. It will be like the computer telling you what to do, but without you actually making a mistake, for the most part. Because things happen, tiles break, people get hurt. Okay, I'm not saying all that will be eliminated from the equation yet. Okay, because there's a lot of smart computers, I'm sorry, smart machines that people are inventing and coming out with. So I just don't know how the future will look like when it comes to things like that. But I could just imagine. It's like having a computer 3D print something for you guys. 3D printing. 3D printing. I put 40. 3D. And you people don't have to do anything. You just tell the computer what to do, and it just does it. So later on, if you people can actually stack your tiles on the side of a machine like this, and it can cut them for you guys, then that would be great. But that's for a whole different video. I wasn't even trying to get into that. Okay, but yeah, I mean, for now, I think I'm going to end this video, because I think for now is just like pure common sense. Oh, and I guess, well, you guys are already connected to the internet, so if you guys have any questions while on the job site, you guys can always, ask, AI assistant for any further information, or if you guys encounter a problem, you guys will be able to count on the internet, or maybe some type of like 24-hour, like a 24-hour open source forum. So any problem you people encounter can be addressed professionally by other professionals anywhere around the world. I mean, that's what I can see for professionals who run into problems but that need answers right now. You need to solve the problem right now. So that's when something like that will be super beneficial for any company and every company. Provided that you people will also be willing to assist others as well. Because in the Bible, in the Holy Bible, it says that it is more blessing. It's more of a blessing to give than to receive. So, I hope that, we could all just help each other get these fucking jobs done, and so we can move on to bigger and greater things. But I think this information is also good because Elon Musk is coming out with the Tesla bots, humanoid robots, and there's a bunch of competitors out there. So this information is actually good for robotics in the future. Okay? So right now though, I think a lot of it is manual work where we have to do it ourselves. But if we keep a record and keep an account all of these little details, it will be able to better serve humanity in the future. So, so when it comes to small details, they could easily be disregarded or forgotten, or even at times neglected, especially by more experienced personnel, because they're already experienced, they already know what they're doing. And when someone new comes on board, they have to practically learn the hard way. Because people don't really like other people telling them what to do. Unless they're eager unless they're like super eager to learn and they're willing to learn at all costs, then for people like that, you know, I respect people like that. I like people like that because I admire people like that because they're easy to work with and they don't get angry when you're trying to teach them and show them what frustrated you as an employee when you first got started, and you're just trying to advise them and counsel them to not make the same mistakes so they won't encounter the same frustrations and anger that you once faced. You know, that type of thing. But some people, they just don't want to hear it. So that's when, you know, AI technology will technically be on standby, like right there, ready to assist someone and everyone, you know, if they run into a problem. Okay, so so that information won't be shared unless it's required. Because to begin with, it's just TMI, too much information. And a lot of students are getting bombarded, whatever that word is. Bombarded, I don't even know. But they're getting overloaded with information, and it's just too much information. And just to clarify and make their lives easier and everyone's life easier, it would be better for them to have the smart glasses, so if they need assistance at any given time while they're performing work while they're performing work they'll be able to just ask. You know, and the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. Ask God for, ask AI for anything you want, and it's there to help you. So it's beautiful. It's super beautiful. You know, this stuff, it makes me want to think, like, it gets my mind thinking off course. I'm already thinking about other stuff. Just thinking about this. Like, I'm looking at my bedroom right now. And if you guys had these smart glasses, just imagine if it was able to show you people 10 different room layouts based on the items that you people have in your bedroom. So you'll be able to just be like, ooh, I like this one. And then, you know, you'll just rearrange everything just so that it could be how it is on the image that you liked. But that's just whatever. That's more like a designing idea, remodeling or whatever. I don't know, redesigning. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. Thank you all for watching. God bless, and God bless, and let's see here. Let's close some of these tabs. Yeah, these smart glasses, they're going to work wonders for us. Wow, how beautiful. This is going to be my new cover for my video. I like this picture. Beautiful, beautiful girl right here. Wow. You know, this stuff reminds me of Steve Jobs, and you know, and his you know, the Steve Jobs movie, his and his, you know, his team. The other guy was Wozniak, I think. Wozniak. One of the other guys that work with Steve Jobs. But anyway, you know, this idea is something that Apple would have thought of to help people, to help businesses, and to keep people busy, to keep people occupied, to keep people out of trouble, and to keep people fully entertained and immersed in their work and their professions. So anyway, if you guys like this video, please share it, like the video, share it, copy it, make the video better, you know, do whatever it takes to, you know, to pass the word around, you know. And In other words, anyways, I'm really going to end this video now. I don't really know anything else I would want to add to this video. So, aloha. No, I think that means hi. Anyways, bye.